Welcome to my channel. My name is Mark, and on this channel, we share true horror stories from around the world. These stories are based on reality. If you have also experienced any such incident in your life, you can email us. However, I must tell you one thing. This can be a terrifying experience for you, so if you get scared easily, you can skip the video right here. Get ready, because today's true horror story comes from the USA White House, a location notorious for its many paranormal occurrences. Even with all the security in the world, ghosts can't be kept out of the White House. And I'm not just talking about skeletons in the closet, but actual ghostly figures. Even though the White House was relatively new when its first haunting was reported in the late 1700s, it was surrounded by towns along the Potomac River. And as life goes everywhere, there were deaths of all kinds and by all means. John Adams, the second president of the United States, moved in after winning the presidency in 1797. He and his wife Abigail lived there from his inauguration until the end of his term in 1801. During their 4 years there, his wife was often found doing laundry in the sunny and dry East Room. It was here that she reported seeing a woman wearing a cap and lace shawl, with her arms outstretched as if she were welcoming her into a ghostly embrace. Another ghostly presence was David Burns, a large landowner who sold the land where the White House and much of Washington now stand to the government. Both a guard and a White House seamstress reported hearing a spooky voice declare, "I'm Mr. Burns," although neither of them actually saw him. It was more of a disembodied voice generally heard near the yellow oval room. It makes sense that as White House occupants age and pass away, the presidents themselves might make ghostly appearances. One of the most haunted rooms in the White House was former President Andrew Jackson's bedroom, the Rose Room. It was reported that President Lincoln's wife, Mary Todd, heard Andrew Jackson. She was very interested in the occult, and reportedly held seances to communicate with her sons, but sometimes received grumpy messages from the previous president, Andrew Jackson, who was known to be surly. The ghost of President Lincoln has also reportedly been seen and heard by numerous staff members and residents of the White House. In fact, his spirit is the most frequently reported ghost sighting to date. Calvin Coolidge's wife, Grace, was one of the first residents to report seeing President Lincoln while she and her husband lived there from 1923 to 1929. She said she saw him gazing out at former battlefields beyond the Potomac. It's interesting to me that so many First Ladies reported seeing ghosts at the White House. Another First Lady, Eleanor Roosevelt, said she felt President Lincoln's presence while working in the Lincoln bedroom at night when it was quietest. I personally think Lincoln continues to appear so often at the White House because his life was tragically cut short, giving him a reason to remain earthbound. He was also one of the most beloved presidents in our nation's history, and that strong connection to society may have created a stronger bond to the White House. Other people also reported seeing him. Winston Churchill reportedly saw Lincoln by a fireplace after taking a bath. Queen Wilhelmina of the Netherlands reportedly fainted when she opened her door in the middle of the night after a knock, only to find Lincoln standing there, top hat and all.